Now, real quick, let me explain what I just saw in that situation. Now, he's about to explain that he actually did see the picture and he paid attention to it. But even still, it's a time and a place for everything. Painters often will meet celebrities in the club and, because that's where they're going to be at. So they try to get them, their work to them. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie DeMont Pender. He paints everybody. Cool. But you trying to approach a nigga that's walking through the club with his entourage, trying to get to his seat, I don't know how loud it was in there if DaBaby could even hear the dude say, hey, this is, I painted pictures of your daughters, but why are you painting pictures of his daughters? Why not paint him? His daughters ain't got no album out. So that's just my initial reaction when I first saw it. Everybody wanted to condemn DaBaby. But he did, in fact, recognize what he was saying, and this is his response about it.
The thing, too, man, because y'all starting to get on my motherfucking nerves. Talking about Buddy with this painting of my two of my daughters, that he presented to me outside of a nightclub or whatever. First and foremost, I'm not the type of father that I'm not into, like, grown-ass men discussing my daughters, painting pictures of my daughters, taking pictures of my kids. I don't play like that. If you play like that, to each his own. You see what I'm saying? Like, more power to you. Send that nigga a picture of your daughters, let that nigga paint them, and then show him some appreciation. Number two, I'm not accepting no painting of my daughters outside of a nightclub. Number three, you see what I'm saying? You feel a way about, the principles I stand on with my kids and how far I go to protect them. That ain't none of my concern. Be more grateful to it. Let's go.
You still got my daughters on your page as a grown man after I made it clear I ain't comfortable with that. Steady plan for this online attention. So when God put me back in front of you, I'm going to show you how serious I am about my daughters. Best advice I can give you, get my children off your page and keep doing what you get to that doing. Using my kids ain't the route to go if you want to go viral. That's the route to go if you want to get hurt. This is a father talking, not a rapper. I don't know if I would make such a public threat, but I understand completely where he's coming from. Especially when this ain't like he posts up, pictures of his daughters often, you know what I mean? Like now, so from the perspective of the dude that's painting, I don't think he had any malicious intent or any creep-like intent. I think that he was just genuinely on some, like, I guess, trying to celebrate fatherhood through DaBaby. You know what I'm saying? Like, paint DaBaby, not the father. You know what I mean? Let's hear what he had to say about it.
I just got to the house. This the picture, dog, of DaBaby kids and shit. Beautiful kids. I don't know what wrong. You feel me?
I don't know what wrong.
I'm gonna show y'all the picture. The actual photo.
So now you got the actual picture that he was going to show, I guess, but he didn't show it. Yeah, I don't know, that's weird. That is kind of weird to me. You got a picture of his daughters.
I took it as a nigga just trying to embarrass me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at this nigga, you know what I'm saying? He ain't do it right or he ain't whatever. I don't know what the fuck. But I thought it was just a nigga trying to embarrass me and shit. So, I'm like, shit, I ain't finna run from this shit. I'm gonna keep on, you know what I'm saying, doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you win some, you lose some. I ain't taking it as a big deal, but I guess the fans just was on his ass so much, cause that shit, he had some backlash. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, I remember the shit that happened back in the day and shit, you know what I'm saying, about, they tried to cancel him or whatever, but I wasn't studying you, I wasn't studying your kid, none of that shit, fool. I was just doing my job, cuz, like, trying to make, you know what I'm saying, trying to make a nigga feel, like, have some hospitality when a nigga come in town type shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like, instead of you just going to, even though you ain't asked for the shit, you don't give a fuck about the shit. It's just still, like, that's just me, how I'm looking at the situation, you feel me? And, you know what I'm saying, and it's a way to, make connection, network, shit like that. So, That's how I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was looking at it as. And you know what I'm saying? For me to get dissed by you, and for the nigga to record me to make me look lame and embarrassed and shit, and then for you to try to put the P jacket on me like I'm a weirdo and shit, that crazy as fuck off of painting. You see what I'm saying? Like, that crazy as hell, cause nothing on my page, nothing in my life, in my character, in my aura, nothing reflects that. You feel me? Like, I'm a child of God, cause I'm a child of the King, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
now, real quick, Charleston White is about to speak on this, and I think Charleston White is actually the dude's cousin. So he's about to speak in his defense. That explanation, it started off kind of crazy. He kind of rounded it out towards the end of it. Again, I don't think he had any malicious or creep intent in what he did. I think he was genuinely trying to show love. I just think that he could have made a better choice of what he was going to paint. If you want to show DaBaby love, paint DaBaby. You know what I'm saying? Why would you paint a nigga kids? And it'd be different if, like, he put out an album and his daughters was the cover of the album or something like that. It's like, okay, this is a public picture that you put out, and I turn it into a painting just to recreate it and give it another, you know, that's something I could understand, but nah, paint him. But anyway, let's see what Charleston White has to say, because you already know.
Shout out to B White Creations. And I just want to say, I never really liked DaBaby. I just never really liked DaBaby. I ain't really into his music. I remember he was coming through Fort Worth. And the reason I ain't never liked DaBaby, because I first seen a nigga in Austin, Texas, walking around naked with a pamper on as a grown man. So I don't like a grown man with the name DaBaby, no way. But the guy who drew the picture for him is my second cousin. His name is B White. He runs an art studio called B White Creations. Very reputable guy. Every celebrity, and I mean every celebrity who have come through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, B White Creations have drawn a picture for. He's very popular. He's drawn pictures for everybody. He don't ask for no money. He does this, and he's very creative. He does this on wood. So he does this on wood. So he's drawn this for me. He draw this on wood canvas. So he draws this on wood canvas.
He's talented.
He draws this on wood canvas. BWhiteCreations.com. So this just not no pervert guy. This just not no pervert guy that's drawing pictures of DaBaby's daughter. This is a guy who, if he admire you, he's drawn pictures for everybody. He's drawn this for me. He's drawing a picture of me and my kids right now. He's drawing a picture of my daughter. He drew pictures of my wife. He drew pictures of my girlfriend.
Because he knows you. Would you want random people painting pictures of your girlfriends or your wives and your daughters that you don't know? He knows you. He didn't paint a picture of your daughters. He painted pictures of his second cousins, once removed.
So this guy does a lot of art. So for DaBaby to get on there, man, I don't want no... Nigga, you post your kids. You brag about mistreating women for your daughters to her. Now, man, these niggas just come up with all... See, the rap niggas suck each other.
And let me say this real quick. So what? If he posts his daughters, so what? Who cares what y'all think? This is a boundary that he set. Now, the dude didn't know that DaBaby had that kind of a boundary. It doesn't look like he said anything to the dude, DaBaby I'm talking about. So maybe in that moment he could have been like, hey, bro, I'm not cool with people painting my daughters. And that would have explained a lot. He just kind of stared the dude down and just kept it moving. You know what I mean? So first time you try it, now you learn. Okay, that's the boundary he set. Why? What happened to respecting people's boundaries? This is not something I'm comfortable with. And instead of people just saying, okay, respect my, you know what I'm saying, my bad, you got to make excuses and, well, I wasn't trying to do this and I wasn't trying to. And I mean, yeah, you could speak for yourself and defend yourself, but just respect somebody's freaking boundaries. Just like you want your boundaries respected.
The dick. And I wish I would see any one of these bitch ass niggas try. That's why I can't wait. I be waiting for one of these hoe ass niggas to confront me. See, these rap niggas suck each other dick. Let me just say this. Nigga, when God put us in this position, all the man did was, out of gratitude, admiration, respect, and love, brought a picture to you. And because God done lifted you up, these people look up to you, they admire you, and sometimes they idolize us. They idolize us so much where they want to draw things for us and give us something. The Bible says if you give a prophet a cup of water. So if a man respects you, he admires you, he sees you in a prophet kind of realm. Nigga come to give you a gift out of love, admiration, and respect, and you reject the.
That's the end of that video. And I'm glad it ended right there, because trying to bring up the Bible and do all that extra stuff, like, nah, Slim, it's not even that deep. At the end of the day, the man, that's something he wasn't cool with, he's not comfortable with, and that's all it is. That's it, that's all. It's not too much that needs to be explained. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments section. I have been running this platform for over 10 years now, and I've went viral so many times, and I've built up such a large following, and people ask me all the time, you know, certain things that I did, certain strategies that I used. So I decided to put those strategies together in my new book, My Viral Blueprint, available on Amazon. The ebook is also available in the Kindle store. Audiobook versions will be available soon. But this is just a collection of all the strategies that I utilize for creating unique content and building a platform. Guys, this book will have a lot of information in for you. This is not a how to go viral book. This is a how I built up my platform, and you can utilize some of these things as well. So like I said, copies is available on Amazon. Links will be on the page, and I will holler at y'all later. Peace.